Hz refresh rate, 64 megapixel camera and 5000 mAh battery. This all under 15,000 rupees. In this video, we will be doing the full review of Realme's latest launch, Realme 7. I had this phone for the past 7 days. I had transferred my SIM into this phone and did an extensive review. We will be specific to the point by dividing this video into 6 parts. The first part is the build quality and design. The second one is the display and software. The third one we have the performance. Fourth one is the battery. Fifth one is the camera. And sixth we have the other little things. So no more boring you with this intro. Let's dive into our review. Myself Sumi. Behind the camera we have Karthik. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. Welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Tech. First we'll see the build quality and design. At 197 grams, this is one of the lightest phones with 5000 mAh battery. This is because the phone is made of plastic on sides and back. Plastic is not bad, it doesn't attract fingerprints, it doesn't shatter when the phone falls and helps in reducing the weight. But plastic usually doesn't feel premium. Realme 7 is some exception to it. As the back side of the phone has a unique reflection design with a rectangular camera bump on the top left corner. The phone looks great with a sturdier feel and quite good to hold in hand. The phone comes with fingerprint scanner on the sides which also doubles as power button. The scanner is very fast, much faster than all under display scanners. This phone retains the 3.5mm jack which is essential at the price point. It has a single bottom loudspeaker which is loud enough for not missing the calls. The phone comes with triple SIM tray with 2 SIM slots and an extra slot for memory card, so that there is no trade-off with one SIM like hybrid slots. Overall, design is a thumbs up for me. Now let's look into display and software. Realme 7 has 6.55-inch Full HD Plus display with 90 Hz refresh rate. The display is not AMOLED but an LCD panel. For AMOLED display, we have the bigger brother Realme 7 Pro. The display is covered by Corning Gorilla Glass 3. It has a huge punch hole on the top left hosting a 16 megapixel selfie camera. The cutout is big, but at this price, it's forgivable. Talking about the display quality, the colors are a bit oversaturated and there are no settings to change the saturation. Also, the maximum brightness of this phone is also a little low of 480 nits. The display is still visible enough under the sunlight. But the winner here is the 90 Hz refresh rate. The only phone other than Realme 7 is Realme 6 under the 15,000 price range. Due to this, the phone feels more smooth, but the animation in Realme UI made this effect a little disappointing. Talking about software, Realme UI is more refined and has less bloatware than before. Also, the bloatwares can be easily uninstalled. Also, there is a single switch to turn off all the ads in the UI, unlike the Redmi mobiles. Overall, the display is okay at this price point. Now let's talk about the performance. Realme 6 came with Helio G90T. That chipset is the best under 15K and also comfortably beats the Snapdragon 720G. Now Realme 7 gets the Helio G95 with a slightly overclocked chip, which is basically the same as Realme 6. This is not a bad thing as day-to-day usage of this phone is quite good. We can't play high-intensity apps at highest display settings, but at a slightly lower settings, the gameplay is awesome. The phone also has Widevine L1 certification unlike Redmi Note 9 Pro, whereas it has only L3. We can watch Netflix and other OTT apps on Full HD resolution. Overall, the performance of the Realme 7 gets a thumbs up from me. Now let's look into the battery. At 5000 mAh, the Realme 7 have a 700 mAh higher battery than the Realme 6. I struggled a lot to drain the battery fully. In last 7 days, I never charged the phone second time in a day. I got around 6 to 6.5 hours of screen on time where I used the phone for watching videos and using social media. The bundled 30-watt dart charger takes 65 minutes to completely fill the battery, and this is a great time to fill a 5000 mAh battery. Overall, the battery is the best feature of Realme 7. Now let's look into the camera. We got a quad camera setup with 64 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro and 2 megapixel depth sensor. The main camera takes good picture with reasonable detail. The sharpness is little overboard, but the pictures comes out with good colors and dynamic range. The ultra wide camera takes okay shots. In low light, the camera struggle with no detail, but with night mode on, the photos comes out more bright and more details. The portraits also comes good with good separation from background. The main camera can shoot up to 4K 30 fps. Here is the footage with 1080p 60 fps. The video comes out with good detail. The selfie camera is a 16 megapixel sensor. Selfies comes out good in bright light, but quality reduces very badly in low light. Overall, the camera is okay for me. Now coming to the other little things. The first is the call quality. This is not a little thing to say, but we didn't found any issues with the call quality. The next one is the heating of the device. The device doesn't get much heated up while playing high-intense games. This is a good sign. The phone is priced at $49.99 for 6GB RAM and 64GB storage. More 2000 rupees gets you the 8GB RAM and 128GB version. Overall, Realme 7 is a great phone to buy under 15K. It has good performance, great battery, good build quality and good camera. Display leaves us a bit desired, but hey, under 15K, this is a phone to go. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for notification. Thanks for watching.